Well, Lids, it's finished. Whitby Town 1, Basford United 0. A massive victory out there this afternoon.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a winning interview, hasn't it? But no, we knew the importance of today. It was the old 6 pointer as they say, but we didn't make a point of that before the game. We obviously knew it was an important game coming into it. It's an important week with Gainsborough on Tuesday, which is our game in hand, obviously, and then following that up with Mickle-over. But no, we threw all our eggs into today, obviously, and we wanted to take care of today and start the week off properly. But no, a great 3 points. Obviously, it was a bit nip and tuck towards the end and throughout probably. I don't think there was a great deal of quality throughout the game, but conditions and the pitch obviously hampers that a little bit. But I don't care. Give me another eight of those, and I'll be well happy. So. Like you say, 3 important points. Puts us in the on the right track towards next week, and I'm thrilled. I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, the reverse fixture was very much a ding-dong battle, finishing 4-3. Today, much more of a tighter, closer-knit affair, which is probably what you expect from these relegation battles. No,
and that seems to be us at the moment. We tend to make our games very, very basketball-y, and we are open at times, but we can also attack in numbers, and we had some great chances in that first period, especially in that first 20 minutes, which was a point we made. We wanted to go out and certainly take the game to them in that open period, and we had a great start with the goal, back post with Mitch, and we had a couple of chances off the back of that as well with Hazzy and one or two others. So and I think Nathan Ginley's header as well. So no, we disappointed not to obviously come in at half time. At least one goal more to the good, but the lads held on second half, and like I said, it was a real vital 3 points for us in the current circumstances that we find ourselves in.
Yeah, and it felt like a game really where it had sort of spells. Basford probably out of the two sides had the slightly brighter start in the opening sort of 5 minutes, but then Whitby was getting that goal with the first sort of real venture forwards, and after that, like you said there, Whitby sort of had a couple of chances to perhaps kill the game within that first half, which unfortunately didn't take.
Yeah, and we knew it would be like that, and obviously we would look for a good start, and you don't always get them. But other than that first 5 minutes or so, like you mentioned there, I thought we were pretty good in that opening period, without scoring the goals to warrant it. So no, we knew we'd get chances today. With no disrespect, but they're down there for a reason, like we are. But research tells me that they've conceded, that other than Blythe, they've conceded the most goals in the division. So we knew we'd get chances. I just felt we needed to be going off past performances and past results, that we needed to be more ruthless in that final third. But ultimately, as it turned out, it was just the one goal that got us it.
Yeah, in the second half, I'm sure you're always going to expect that, some sort of reaction from Basford, and Shermland, when he was called upon, had to make a few big saves there. Defensively, that was really pleasing to see the togetherness, sort of the players celebrating every tackle they put in there.
Yeah, and I mentioned before the game, the work rate can never ever be questioned. It will never ever be questioned by me. I've been at clubs in the past where you do find when you are struggling at the bottom, you'll find a couple of players sort of shot the towel in, if you like, and don't want to work. But I said before the game in the team talk that you look at the man next to you, you're willing to graft for that man to get us over the line, and that's what we've got. That's the group we've got. And if football wise the performance isn't there, you've always got to fall back on. And in spells, I thought we were good today with the ball. Also, there was parts where we weren't so good with it. But like I said, the most important thing today was the 3 points. And I'm really happy for the lads and for the staff, for the fans that we've been able to get that.
Yeah, and in terms of defensive performances, it was Shermland that got the man of the match award for the sponsors, but I think Sam Collins, for the second week running, really, we've singled him out as someone who's really put in a fantastic shift, going forwards, and more importantly perhaps defensively as well with his tackles there.
Totally agree, just told him the same thing. He's been, obviously I wasn't at Hyde last week unfortunately, but I was told, and I watched the game back as well, he was outstanding in that game as well, and I think he's one of the ones, given his age, he's really stepped up to the plate in recent games. And again, I've seen it there myself with my own eyes, and he was up and down that touchline today, and he'll be sore tomorrow, but an outstanding performance from him, and that whole back line. I think Nathan McGinley's come in and excuse me, he's been outstanding for us alongside Frankie. a really solid partnership that they've got there, and Smudge, you know what you're getting from Smudge every week. So no, defensively, you obviously you want to keep clean sheets, and those lads have kept it today, with the help of Blandy obviously, but a real solid defensive performance from those five.
And obviously it's a big win today, putting yourself 4 points outside the bottom four, but it's one of those where the work's far from over, isn't it? And it's really a big week starting today with Basford, and a trip to Gainsborough ahead of the game at Mickle over next week. So potentially a real season defining week coming up here.
Yeah, massive. And I made a point of that before the game as well. It's a huge week for the football club. And every game's different. These got beat last week 4-0. But they could have probably went either way today. And thankfully we've snuck the win. But we'll go to Gainsborough now in high spirits off the back of this, and look to put in another performance where we'll hopefully come up against a really good Gainsborough side who are in form, and look to take advantage of our game in hand, and head to Mickle over next Saturday on the back of another positive performance and result.
And in terms of personnel as well, obviously no Michael Woods today, he was the only change. Aaron Haswell coming in, a bit of a worry about Hazzy at one point, but do you have got any news in terms of when you might expect Woodsy back?
Yeah, Woodsy, he's probably played through the pain barrier the last few games really. He took a bang on his foot in the very first game at Leek, and he played the next game, and coincidentally took a bang right on the same spot again. So he's nursing a little foot problem. We don't quite know whether it's a little fracture or a bruise. In terms of recovery time, it doesn't really matter, and both relatively same recovery time. But Woodsy's old enough now to tell me and be honest with me, and tell me if he feels he can get through the game. And he's found himself on the back of the last couple of games, hobbling through the final part of them. So wise decision from him last night to tell me he probably isn't quite ready, but ideally and hopefully he'll be ready going into the games next week.
Yeah,
thank you.